Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. JK here. Apologize. This video was supposed to come out later this day on Sunday, but I got lazy at the end. I'm so sorry. So this will be coming out Monday. As soon as another minute passed. Sorry about that. I apologize. This video was supposed to come out on Thursday or whenever this video released. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, we got another Shaman King video for you guys. This time we're doing a Kamen Rider. We're doing Kamen Rider Kuuga, the man of the Crashout era, aka the Heisei era. So yeah, let's do it, guys. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Oh, by the way, before I get started, I just want to let you guys notice, as always, the link, that's new. The link to this video will be linked. What? This video will be linked down in the description below. So if you want to check out this video yourself. As always, once again, a huge shout out to Shaman King 100. Go ahead and check him out if you want to. Check out his other videos. Anyways, I'm procrastinating. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go.
And when he saw Guy Fieri, he threw him out a window as he perceives the caveman's faces. My man, this is not even a fight right now. This is a beatdown. The cops don't even.
For anyone who doesn't know, well, I don't know much about Kamen Rider Kuuga, but I do know a little bit about Kamen Rider. And one thing I can definitely tell you is that unlike Power Rangers or Super Sentai, it's a bit more mature in some areas. That's not to say that Kamen Rider can't go that route of more being a little bit more silly or a little bit more kid friendly, because there have been kid friendly versions of Kamen Riders before. A good example is, I say, would now be like in recent time, the Reiwa era. I haven't seen this series, but I can definitely tell it's a little bit more lighthearted than most. Is Kamen Rider Gachard. That's I think that's the 5th one in the Reiwa era, because I believe it's like 01, Saber.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Revise, and Geets. Yeah, he would. Gachard would be the 5th one in the Reiwa era. A lot of people will probably say that Go, it's Reiwa, but like not really. He is technically a Heisei Rider. He just so happened to be coming out at the end of the Heisei era, but he's Heisei era at the beginning of the Reiwa. But yeah, he is strictly a Heisei Rider.
Even know what to do in this situation, because it just looked like brutality.
Yeah, it's a lot more brutal. That depends mostly on like which Kamen Rider it is, or which Kamen Rider show is a bit more brutal than most. Because I know for a fact,
oh shit, here we go again.
I think Dragon Knight or Ryuki is a little bit more brutal, because that one's full ass battle royale, I believe.
When they impossible.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, like I'm pretty sure those that have seen Kamen Rider Ryuki, they're like, wait, Dragon Knight? What the hell is Dragon Knight? For those of you who don't know, over here in the West, we did there was 2 attempts, to my knowledge, at bringing Kamen Rider to the States. The first attempt was with Saban with Mask Rider, which is a whole other thing they tried to do, and they tried to make it like, remember when I was talking about with some Kamen Rider series being a little bit more dark or being a little bit more mature? I forgot which Kamen Rider they used. I believe it was Kamen Rider Black for that show, but it was called Mask Rider, and the show was about like some alien from a different planet who can like transform and stuff. And I was like, oh, that was a weird show, and like it was an attempt at trying to bring Kamen Rider over to the West, but obviously it failed for the reasons I just specified. The second attempt, I believe, was a little bit more successful, though not by much. As you can tell, we don't have any other American adaptations of the show or of Kamen Rider over here. But the second attempt, in my opinion, was a bit more of a success, and that was Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, which was called Kamen Rider Ryuki over in Japan. It was the 3rd Kamen Rider series after Kuuga. The one after Kuuga would be Agito. That would be the 2nd Kamen Rider that came after Kuuga. The third one is, as I stated before, Ryuki. And like, again, to my opinion, kind of it worked, but didn't have as much of an impact. And I think it's largely because of the how people over here in the West saw it. It's more like some, I guess you would say, an edgy version of Power Rangers, when it's really not. It's just its own thing. Like, I mean, for a long time, I actually thought the same when that show came out. Wow, I'm talking about this a lot. And that actually goes to show you I at least have some knowledge on the subject. Man, I don't know the ins and outs of the production of it. I do know they had some help from the original. So some of the writers in Japan, same thing like they did with, I think, Time Force. For anyone who doesn't know, like, Time Force like heavily used the plot from Time Anger or Time Ranger. I forgot the name of it, but it was Time Ranger, I think. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why that show in particular, that iteration of Power Rangers was so good, because it actually took more inspiration from its original source material. And it's one of the reasons why Power Rangers Wild Force dropped the ball, because they tried the same thing, but it to mixed success. So anyways, yeah, that's enough of me rambling about my Kamen Rider fanboyisms. So tell me down in the comment section below, which Kamen Rider series do you think will work in the West? Early started.
We are finally tanking the Kamen Rider franchise on this channel. And
it's
all thanks to the overwhelming.
I was like, have I believe I sent one. I don't know if you put me in.
We are finally doing the impossible. We are finally tanking the Kamen Rider franchise on this channel. And it's all thanks to.
Let's see if I can. I don't know if I did, but I probably did at one point. You're probably not going to show it because, well, again, he's got a lot of these, so I doubt he put mine in here. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of others.
The
but
overwhelming supportive comments that wanted me to check it out. And I truly thank y'all for putting me onto this great franchise. But I truly thank supportive comments that wanted me to check it out. And I truly thank y'all for putting me onto this great franchise. But
yes, like, you're welcome. Welcome to Kamen Rider.
It did leave me in a bit of conundrum because I didn't know really where to start. Do I do the classic Showa era, the brand new Reiwa era? Because I really want to do this justice for y'all. So I devised a plan to start right in the middle with the first show of the Heisei era, as I think it's a pretty good start. And that show being Kamen Rider Kuuga. So we start this off with
me saying yes, and I have not seen Kuuga.
The boy who's literally crying in front of a grown man who's trying to find his parents. Luckily, that man to be our hero, Yusuke.
You're a meshy.
Ah, yeah, somebody made that joke. Yes.
The cap.
Okay, his name's not Urameshi, but it is cool that he has the same name as one of my favorite anime characters, which made this a no-brainer for me to start.
I forgot it was Yusuke Ono or Yusuke. Fuck, I forgot.
And our boy definitely hits the trope of being the kind-hearted hero who wants to see a smile on everyone's face and wants to just save everybody. And I love him for it. You know what? We should take a picture of this moment. Here you go. And I want you to save this moment. I want you to hold this close to your heart. Remember how happy my boy looked, because by the end of it, you're gonna be really happy that I gave you that picture. But he ends up reuniting the kid with his parents, and we cut over to some archaeologists trying to play Tomb Raider with their dumb hands, as them trying to get some selfies of the mummy done and wake the huge evil into the world. And Yusuke, being a curious fellow, actually investigates the aftermath of this instance, ending up meeting his bromance, that being a police officer named Ichicho. I'm hoping to God that I'm pronouncing that right. But the police end up taking all these artifacts back to HQ, but not even a moment as all the characters meet up there, they end up getting attacked by Japanese Spider-Man.
You know what this motherfucker look like, low-key? Look!
Oh no, my fault. I mean, it's a Japanese Spider-Man.
Interestingly enough, I got another fun fact for you guys. So you know how Power Rangers and Super Sentai always has like giant robots at the end of their fights? You got Spider-Man to thank for that. I'm not even joking. It's because of that Japanese version of Spider-Man show, which was helped out by Marvel and done by Toei. He's the reason why you get fighting robots in your Power Rangers show.
My boy definitely has the powers in the.
Well, I'm not even joking. You can look this up. He was the first of the Toku shows to actually implement it, and he's not even a Toku character. Well, technically, that version is a Tokusatsu work, I believe. I think it's for Tokusatsu. Well, I don't know, but like I'm not too familiar. But either way, so you got him to thank for why you get Sentai Robos a lot.
effect budget of Japanese Spider-Man. That's all I'll say. And I just gotta say, this reminds me why I like watching old stuff with its limited budget.
Yeah, you can just like, you can definitely tell. You can definitely tell how dated it is sometimes, but that's the part of its charm.
So much creativity to do what they're doing. It's like watching old YouTube. But this monster is known as a Gronky, and I'll explain that a little later. All you gotta know is these monsters are trying to raise the crime rate. But in the midst of Man Spider over here attacking everybody in sight, Yusuke was able to grab the artifact that had caught his eye earlier and got the urge to put it on, which transforms him into
Kamen Rider Kuuga.
And I ain't gonna lie, the fit clean looked like my boy about to attend one of them white parties. But man, unlocking that.
No, speaking of Spider-Man, we got a Willem Dafoe. That's funny.
The Kamen Rider powers then gave my man the strength to grab a truck and wash this bug into a wall. But Bug Boy over here gotta be Ford tough. As boy done web swinged up to the helicopter, still looking to get more bodies under his belt. Oh, but Yusuke wasn't about to let that slide. So he jumped up there and started giving him the
like, come on,
gave him the
get
move
your ass out of here.
And Yusuke looks over to his new bro like, I got you, bro. Now that I gave you the introduction so far, Kuuga, it's kind of important to explain a little more about Kamen Rider as a whole. As one thing I really love about it, it's really targeted to a more adult audience, maybe teenage to young adult.
Yeah, if I had to put it like this, Super Sentai, it's definitely for like ages 10 and up. Oh, no. It's from ages 5 to 10, and then Power. I was going to say Power Rangers. I'm getting mixed up. Power Rangers / Super Sentai would absolutely be for 5 and ups, or 5 to 12, and then Kamen Rider would absolutely be 13 to 10. Would be no. Damn it! Oh God. Basically, Power Rangers is for children, Super Sentai for children, Kamen Rider will absolutely be for teens and young adults.
I wanted to explore some mature themes and do a whole bunch of other stuff, but it also keeps a little campiness to it, so it's able to be watched whenever. And one thing that's pretty consistent with all the Kamen Riders is each one kind of got their own power or gimmick.
Yeah, it's got their own like type of gimmick. Like, for instance, as you can see here, like if I were to tell you, let's start over here from the well, for you guys it'll be on your right hand side. For me, it's my left hand side. This guy right here, Kamen Rider Drive, obvious from the name. His is a whole driving gimmick or car gimmick. Next to him will be Ghost, interestingly enough, and his whole gimmick is as well. It's because some names is very specific. Some aren't so, depending on the name. Like, obviously, Ghost will be dealing with spirits. And then next to him is the one after him, which is Kamen Rider X8. And his whole gimmick is games. And then following him up will be Kamen Rider Build. And Build is a bit more of a mixed bag on how you... basically, this whole gimmick is bottles that has this liquid in, and he has a crank, and he cranks it. And it builds his suit for him, and then it slams shut, making his suit. And then just after him is the one I was talking about, Kamen Rider Go, not Zo. I see a lot of people use Zo. It's pronounced Go because Japanese spelling. So it's ZI hyphen O. ZI meaning time, and then O meaning king. Hence the term Go, which is time king. And over next to these guys is these series second riders. For instance, the one next to Go, you can obviously tell he's from Kamen Rider Go season. He's Kamen Rider Geats. And then next to Geats is the one is his predecessor from Bill is Cross, and then X8, and then the predecessor to Build, X8, secondary rider would be Brave, and then Spectre for Ghost, obviously, and this one is Mach, who is for Kamen Rider Drive.
With some
basically, this side is the first rider, or not. Oh, I say first. Basically, these ones guys on the right, left is the guys on the left, or on your right is the main riders, and the guys on your right, well, on my right, but your left is the secondary riders.
Riders having the power of video games, to the other ones fusing elements together to make a whole new form. But in Kuuga, it's pretty simple and kind of a reason why I thought it would be a great start, as my boy just changes different colors for different abilities. Instead,
his is Kuuga's is very straightforward because it's like, while they did want to be a little different from the Showa era writers, they did want to have one that is both a homage to those writers in the form of Kuuga, which is why his belt is the closest to the Showa era writers.
that changes, as the white form that we saw in episode 1 is known as his growing form, and it's pretty much when he's inexperienced and unable to access his other form, or when he is gravely injured. He gains a red form when fighting a bat monster that killed a priest. I'll let you know that boy ain't going to heaven. That form is known as his mighty form, and it's pretty much his go-to form, as it got the most balance between all of his other forms. He fights a grasshopper with Speedy Gonzalez speed, so he unlocks a blue dragon form that able to keep up the pace with the man, but turns his fist into pillow. And then his green Pegasus form that pretty much just makes my perception stat go all the way up. And it even comes with a blicky. And bro, the first time we see this form, it was mad clean. I gotta
Funny enough, I think the blue form also has a staff, if I'm correct.
Tell you about it. Peep this. So he unlocks his form while he's fighting another bug boy, right? Bug boy knew he couldn't go hand to hand with the man, so he done went to the beach and flew up to the sky. So Kuuga done whipped out the green form, and with it,
oh, my man is using Tekken 2 arcade music of Tekken 2 arcade character select. Let's go.
he was able to hear man's wings fluttering from miles up. That man was trying to sneak him with one of them Haku needle knives. And boy, you can't tell me that this next scene isn't cool, because man done caught that ish between his fingers like a chopstick and then proceeded to play duck hunt with this man. And he one-shots man right out the sky. Ah, nah, these two photos got the same energy to me right now. And hey, these forms that we saw already were pretty tough, I ain't gonna lie. But this next one though, I gotta give it its own segment, because this done showed me on the show for real, as this next form might turn my man into a violator. A little foreshadowing there. We'll start this episode with the most creepiest sushi chef you will ever meet, who must get his pickup lines from them black pill incel site. But man reveals that he's actually handsome Squidward and busts a nut on a chick.
Oh no, no. Oh no! Dang it! Come on, man!
Done had her exploded, but man wasn't done. He was ready to go on a rampage. That was until my boy Kuuga done appeared with a bicycle. Oh, and Squidward wasn't playing no games. He done felt disrespected, so he put a big hakalugi on my man that blew up on content. Oh, nah, man done spit on Kuuga and messed up the paint job. Oh,
oh, you done fucked up my drip. I gotta fuck you up for it.
My man was pissed. He done hit him with a somersault over and put him in the little bro headlock. And my man proceeded to give him the sister stuck in the dryer special.
Oh no.
Back shots, back shots.
No.
So we're hitting with the one word no man wants to hear him back. Are you in? Oh, nah, this man on a different level. Kuuga doesn't realize he do not got the facilities for that big man. So Squidward treated man like my first mixtape and threw him straight in the trash.
Oh no.
Done felt embarrassed. He knew he had to step his game up. So man hit us with a training montage and some motivational words from his sister. And my boy was ready for round 2, as he done found Squidward busting his load on the cop. So my boy Kuuga done appeared ready to throw the hands once again. My boy Yusuke done pulled out the belt like an African parent ready to discipline their kid. Ready to hit man with a new transformation, and Squidward said psych, thinking he one of them type of villains that can interrupt that transformation. Unbeknownst to him, he just made the transition even cooler. Oh, and my man Kuuga done rocking the all purple fit known as the Titan form. And if this form is feeling a little familiar to anybody that has been on this channel before, there is no mistaking it. After my man uses alchemy like Edward Elric to turn a police baton into a sword, as my man turns into Koran the Violator right in front of our eyes. Brother, gotta be something with the color purple turning people into menaces out here. Because when man is in this form, he...
Interesting enough, you bring up the color purple with a Japanese show. The color purple is often associated with the color for death in Japan. So interestingly enough, I think that's one of the reasons. Well, I'm obviously could absolutely be wrong here, but I think that's one of the reasons it's got that color scheme. But also, it's also a color scheme that's often used by villains in most Japanese productions. I think Kamen Rider is no exception with that. Yeah, That's one of the reasons why you often see like villains in like either TV shows or animes that are associated with the color purple, because they're it's both to mark them as villains and also seen as the color for death. And I'm not gonna explain why.
A whole different character.
I'll explain later.
As Kuuga proceeds to menacingly slow walk up to man as he is shooting exploding pellets at him like it was Plants vs. Zombie. Oh, no,
shit.
If the hero is approaching you like this, you might.
Yeah, no, you're done. He's about had it up to here with you now.
As well turn the gun on yourself. It is GG's, my boy. Because as soon as Kuuga done pulled up on the man, he done one tapped him with a sword in his belly and turned him into some sushimi. And bruh, at this point, I'm sold on Kamen Rider. I'm hooked. Show really got me hyped right now. And after that, the show gets even better with the Kamen Rider getting an upgrade for his motorcycle. The police become more involved, even making their own equipment to fight against the monsters. We even learn a little more about the monsters known as Grongi and why they're here, as they are doing a tournament game, so to speak, on who can kill the most people so they can be the new top dog. And whoever has the biggest body count wins. Nah, the villains really got the same motivation as a rapper from Chirac. The series cool, and my boy learning how messed up these monster is only make my boy want to push harder, push past his limit, unlocking a new stage for all of his forms known as the rising version, which in layman's terms means my boy done turned the drip up to 10,000.
My boy said my boy said I'm about to go even further beyond.
Got the gold trim finish on each one of the outfits and a little bit of extra.
I can't remember if this is his final form.
Color, my boy looking clean. It also increases their power.
Because in case you didn't know, I'm pretty sure most of you probably do. Kamen Riders often will get a final form in their show. And the final forms usually are super busted.
So everything.
I'm looking at Yu-Gi-Oh! The one that has like 2 fucking final forms.
Was looking really good for my boy Yusuke. He was getting things really under control. Well, that was until a certain episode. You still have that picture I gave you in the beginning of the video?
Oh, it's here.
Hold on to it very tight. It's gonna be.
It's here. Burning into your memories, lads. Burning into your memories.
Very glad I gave that to you. Because when we're introduced to a monster that I will dub Guy Fieri, since my boy got the frosty tips on him, was out here done breaking records on mass homicide. And this didn't sit right with my boy Yusuke. It was really getting my man pissed. Oh, Yusuke done balled up the fist and everything. He was ready for some action. He was ready to throw all that nice guy hero shit out the window. And when he saw Guy Fieri, he threw him out a window. As he perceives the man's face.
Oh, shit.
Man, this is not even a fight right now. This is a beatdown.
Oh no, he says on site.
The cops don't even know what to do in this situation because it just looked like brutality. Oh, Guy Fieri done try to get up and thought he could escape. Oh, boy, Yusuke said, I'll bring that ass back here, boy. Wop, wop, wop. After letting loose on this man, I thought my boy Kuuga got a moment of clarity as he chilled out for a second. Nope. Boy done hopped on the bike and slammed into man. And he was dragging man for miles. Guy Fieri was out here being desperate. He just start throwing daggers at the man. Hopefully he can get him. But my man hit the smooth transition mid-bike ride into his violator form and kicked man into the river. And this is one of those scenes you see in anime when the monster just so scared of the protagonist and you start feeling bad for him. Like, boy's just throwing shit at him, hoping he could just get away. Like, leave me alone, sir. Oh, but Kuuga was tired of these people being on his planet. He pulled up to man, hit him with a slash. Hit man on his back. And boy, this is when I knew my boy Yusuke was gone for good, because he done got the sword, stuck man with it, and started gunning him like a fish.
Oh, no. Oh, that's so raw.
Oh, man was screaming out in pain and everything, and then he just explodes right after. Oh, Kuuga wanted me to suffer. And the top of
man, he was out for blood.
Off, he starts having flashes of the future that he might be the bringer of death and darkness and destruction. Oh yeah, our boy Yusuke cooked. See, that's why I gave you that picture. After going through this whole experience, Kuuga ready to wrap things up. He want to face the head honcho, and he don't gotta wait much longer as he finally arrives to the series. So Kuuga and the cops dispatch of some of the other low-level creatures. One monster gave my boy Kuuga a hickey, took him out of commission for a little bit, but he came back to fight one of the biggest Beetleborgs I've ever seen and unlocked a new form, and now he was ready to face the big bad. Our boy Yusuke, knowing this might be the last time he really gets to see all the people he loves, he tells them goodbye, and gets real emotional. He even rides into the snowstorm with his cop friend, and they exchange a few words with each other, saying how much fun they've been having on this journey, wishing they can go on a few more adventures. And my boy Yusuke is like, hey, you want to see me transform one more time? Showing that he has unlocked his ultimate power as he is ready to fight the head honcho. Now things are about to get a little crazy in here, so stick with me. The two approach each other ready to get to the fisticuffs. Oh, and the head Grongi in charge like, oh, let me put my good suit on. Ah ha ha. I have to say, your fit is fire. Let
me put my good shit on.
Me help you out as he lights my boy on fire. Oh, and Kuuga's like, hey, yo, I appreciate that. Let me oblige you and return the favor. I don't know if these two just turned into Jedis or something. That shit is getting a little serious. But they're like, okay, that's cute, but let's get to the hand. As these two fighters and came out their quarters swinging. Boy, one punch from each of them and they're both already leaped.
Oh,
you
God.
really enjoyed that punch because they just got back up and did it again. Boys done threw out all powers and techniques that they got through the series.
Yeah,
and
it's like, it's a slugfest.
Boy, I know things are getting serious because they start hitting us with the Naruto transition, showing us some true selves mid-battle. Oh, and my boy Kuuga was like, F all that honorable stuff, I'm here to catch a body. So he done punched man in the glizzy, done had man's belt breaking. Oh, that King Grongu is like, oh, two can play that game and hit my boy Kamen Rider in his belt. Boy said, the costume department, we're gonna do this man to man. As they just kept on slugging each other back to back to back. And Yusuke wasn't showing no mercy because man wasn't enjoying himself a little too much. But when them boys done pulled them last punches back, they done took each other out at the same time. And as our favorite policeman shows up to the scene, he only sees one body in the snow. Whose body was left in the snow, you may ask? Well, you still got that picture? Well, good, because after a whole epilogue and seeing everyone's nice and fine, our boy's just chilling on the beach juggling for some kids. And I just want to say thank y'all for watching and motivating me to finally check out Kamen Rider. If it wasn't for all y'all great passionate comments motivating me to check out the franchise, I don't know how much
bro, I see that Sora in the background. What the fuck? This man's certain the diamonds over there.
Longer it would have took me to finally dip my toes into it. Sorry y'all had to wait so long for it, but I really wanted to do it justice for y'all, and hopefully I did that. I'm definitely going to be doing more Kamen Rider videos and more content that y'all recommend me. I just had to say thank y'all for putting me onto this great franchise. But without further ado, here's the trailer for the next Kamen Rider video.
I was like, who is it? Agido? Oh, it's Bill. Oh, it's Bill. Oh, he's skipping straight to build. Okay. We're skipping straight to build. All right.
Cooking. If you like the video, I don't.
But the second to last writer of the Heisei era. Okay.
Got another Kamen Rider video for you to watch, but I do be covering the Power Rangers, so you should definitely check them out. And if you want something a little different, I definitely recommend checking out our Talon video. And the whole way that this man tried to steal Robin from Batman, it was wild. Check it out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you all for joining me today, and I'll see you all next time. Peace and stay based.